Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share with you some Martha Stewart punch outs that I got from a few stores. The first thing I want to share with you is this Circle Edge punch starter set. I picked this up at Joann Fabric when it was on sale. They had Martha Stewart products 50% off with an additional 15% off coupon. So I got that because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get this. Well, I felt like I wasn't going to be able to get this from Tuesday morning for $3.99. So I was getting those cartridges, and I wanted to be able to use it, the product properly. I didn't want the cartridge with no piece to use it with. And then I got this one from TJ Maxx because I was only able to find this one at Tuesday morning. But last week I found this one from Tuesday morning. It's the triple web. You all know Martha says that her favorite holiday is Halloween. So I'm going to share with you the punch outs of all four of these. So before I started punching out, I did some research, and I wanted to see how to use the machine, the tool. And it seemed fairly easy. You put the paper down, you punch around. In my opinion, it is very easy to use, but it's not a one-handed operation unless you're putting a lot of force in. Also, I recommend when you do this, you be on a hard, flat surface and not a wobbly surface. So this is the first one that I punched out. And it tells you to put a light X. You see my X is dark and it's in pen because I couldn't find a pencil. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And I like it, but I think it's just a little bit too busy because it's the background paper and then it has this on the side. It looks like a placemat to me. Then I was still trying these patterns, and as you can see, this makes you very dizzy in my opinion. So I would not recommend a busy pattern. Maybe something a little more subtle, and especially for this one that already has dots in it or circles, little circles, I wouldn't recommend it. So these all range from 6 inches to 12 inches, and that's what the starter punch does. It goes from 6 to 12, and I will show you that in the live demo in a few minutes. So these are all the ones that I cut out so far. And again, here's another one, and this pattern is a little bit better. So I was getting a little bit smarter about the paper I was using, again with the pen X. So those are all the ones from that cartridge. And then I use the diamond crown punch. And again, I was using I found the pencil sharpener and was able to use it. This is the one I had the most difficult time cutting out. And I'm not really sure if it was me or the paper. It's probably the paper because this paper is pretty thick. It's not a thin type of paper. The one I had the easiest time with, I would have to say, is the triple loop. And this is how it came out. These look like, you know, you could put a face on and cut this piece off, and it could be a lady with some hair rollers in her hair, or you could leave it like it is and do other things with it. And it also reminds me of a telephone, a rotary phone, or something coiled. So that's what I did with those. And I really didn't want to have to put an X. I didn't want to have to find the center of the paper to put an X in. So eventually I got kind of smart, and I just was getting a larger sheet of paper and making the circle smaller. So this is some pattern paper that I got from the Target Bullseye Playground, and this is the fall paper that they had, and this is originally 6x6. So you have to be careful with your paper because you could get that little edge. I figure I can just hide that if I was going to use these. Again, I would not recommend using thick paper or multiple sheets of thick paper. And you have to be careful with your pattern that you're going to use, the pattern paper that you're going to use. I only have those 4 cartridges for now. Hopefully the Tuesday morning near me will get some more in and I can play around with them. I've seen a lot of people showing them. And of course I want to try to get the ones that I like. And then the last one I grabbed was the triple web. And I just used some traditional Halloween colors to do that. And I really like how it came out. This one I was thinking that you can definitely put like a saying in there, some type of little quirky saying, a sentiment, or a spider saying I have you in my web, or welcome to my web, or something like that. Something cute, because these could definitely be used for little party favors or any types of Halloween swaps that we'll be doing closer to that time of the year. And I actually like this one too, because even though it has those little dots in it, it's not too busy. And I think that's the whole thing that I need to make sure I don't do when I'm using pattern paper. Is not to have busy paper to cut out these punches. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to use it. So I'm going to put this on 7. And you see it goes from 6 to 12. So I'm going to put this on 7. And then I'm going to move this back. And I just use this little glider to move it back. And I'm going to put that on 7. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to use just a plain sheet of white paper. It's cardstock that I got from Tuesday Morning, a big bundle. And I just kind of place it in the middle. And then I put my piece down. And you can see it kind of has a lot of play. So you don't want that. You want it to click in place. And what I've been doing to avoid putting the X on, I just make it go around to see if I see the metal piece. And if I see the metal piece, then I know that I've put the paper in too short. And this looks great. So I'm just going to start right there. It doesn't matter where you start. You're going to make, if you make a full circle. And I make that sure it's there. And I just punch down and go. And I didn't put the paper in properly, and that's why it got, the magnet on properly, and that's why it got stuck. So make sure you put it in properly so it's not stuck. And again, this needs to be done on a flat or hard surface. My table that I use to craft on is not a hard surface. It's a table, and so it has give. I would not recommend doing it on there, or your table's going to bounce up and down. If you have a solid desk, a solid wood desk that you use, then I would recommend that. And you just want to turn it one time and punch. Make sure you have your magnets on properly. It goes down a lot quicker like that. This is first everywhere. No matter how many times I sweep, mop, him and the little roommate always have their presence. So that was it. Very quick and simple. You can do a lot of these while you're watching TV, crafting, watching some YouTube videos on how to. And as you can see, it came out perfectly awesome. And this is a 7-inch doily. So overall, I think this was a very good purchase, even though my price point is probably lower than that. I do enjoy it, and I did enjoy it, cutting out all these pieces. So if you have a Tuesday Morning near you, maybe you can check it out. But again, this did not come from Tuesday Morning. It came from Joann's, and it was on sale, 50% off, plus a coupon to make it less, because I was not about to spend $40 on that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you're having a great day, a great week, a great month, and I hope this year is shaping up to be what you want it to be. Remember to be safe and keep those that we're losing constantly on a daily basis in your hearts and minds and prayers, and just hope that we get it together as a whole. Thank you all for watching. Happy crafting.